Welcome back to Houston Life. One local artist is putting her own spin on what it means to have a sweet life.
In fact, her work looks so real you might even want to bite.
But don't, because joining us right now is artist Diane Gelman. Welcome to the show, Diane.
Thank you.
We saw you bring in some of these pieces earlier, and I'm not kidding, I thought it was a food segment because they look so real and so beautiful.
Thank you.
How long have you been creating stuff like this?
Oh, well, I started about 30 years ago, but I had a long career in food before.
That was kind of your inspiration, right?
Yes, I'm a registered dietitian still.
Wow.
Here I am making food.
Is that
I don't just make sweets. I make nutritious food as well, but
that's
sweets
good
are
stuff.
my specialty, actually.
Absolutely. Now, what kind of inspired you to make this type of art, though? Aside from you being a nutritionist, have you always wanted to be an artist?
No. No, I randomly took to decorating my kitchen years ago with vegetables and discovered I liked to paint and marched myself off to community college and eventually Glassell, eventually graduating, and food was always going to be my subject because I'm passionate about food.
Vegetables are fun and they're delicious and great for you, but they're just not as colorful as paint, right?
Right. But they can be.
They sure can.
Yeah.
How long does it take you to create one piece from start to finish?
Well, so this piece here took me about a week. It is all because I'm fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and this piece, I don't know if you want to know the particulars, but
Absolutely.
It's both painted and crafted. So I'm trying to make the candy look like it's coming out of the boxes. And so in the case of the Sour Patch Kids, I painted it flat and then created this flap out of a kind of stuff called, is it tilting?
Yeah, that's,
Oops.
I mean, that's what's giving it its 3D
It
look,
is,
like it's jumping off of the page, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Anyhow, this is carved out of stuff called foam core board, and then to make the Twizzlers look real, I added this plastic piece, and I crafted the Sour Patch Kids back to them out of more foam core board and glitter, and so on and so forth. This is made out of paper, and this is paper. These are foam core board and glue, and
They look so real,
Yeah.
so delicious.
I thought you were going to say we just stuck the Sour Patch Kids and put them on there, and the M&Ms, it's real candy. Diane, we wouldn't have ever known.
Right, and so it's fun to make the things up and make them look as real as possible, which is my goal.
So you told us about how long it takes to make something like this, but what about the donuts? How long do those take to create?
So not even as long as the other. Maybe 5 or 6 days, something like that each. Shall I pick a donut up for you?
Yes.
So you
Are they heavy?
They're
Oh my
not.
goodness.
So
Okay.
wait, you need to see them.
I'll take the sprinkles.
Yeah, I think Cameron and Mason and Lainey would love this. All the nieces and nephews,
Yes.
for sure. And you have an event coming up as well.
I do, thank you. I'm having an event, it's called Delicious. Yeah, I'll hold it. And it's all about my food work, and so I have about 50 pieces that will be there, and it's at the Silos at Sawyer Yards,
Okay.
Which is the first building near the railroad tracks, 1502 Sawyer Street.
We love it. Well,
Yeah.
thank you again for
Love
all
you
the
to
info.
come.
This is amazing. We think the work is incredible, and we
Thank
could
you.
definitely tease a couple of the kiddos by putting it out if we ever had that in our houses, right?
Right. I also have a lollipop tree.
Oh, yes.
So, and I'd love your kids to come and see it. So Saturday, 5 to 8 is the grand opening.
Wonderful. Diane,
you.
thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
Sweet. You
Yeah.
guys can head over to our website for a link to learn more. That is on our homepage at houstonlife.tv.